Welcome back to SwitchCorner. My name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite deals coming in under $10 or of course your local currency. Now in this video I do cover eShops in the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now then I also have a couple of winners to announce for the Cap Mario Peach Amiibo competition that I launched in last week's video. Winners, they are coming up shortly, but with that luck hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family and let's get started. So first up, Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams. I got the question a few times today, should I grab Rad Rogers on sale? And while I don't think that's a particularly bad platformer at all, I do think this is the better option if you have that craving for platforming. A 2.5D style though, you're out to save your sister who's been kidnapped. The twist here though, you have two personalities which you can freely switch between. You got Cute and Punk. Not only does your image change though, but the world around you as well, and it's very much a needed mechanic of the game to progress. Great stuff this one, and well worth it with this new all-time low of 83% off. La-Mulana then, and this week I've been playing the new Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, a hard as nails experience, and it got me thinking about the hardest games the Switch has to offer. This is absolutely one of them. It's a brutal action adventure and it's basically built with retro in mind, and it absolutely delivers. You're exploring this ruin to find the secret treasure of life. It's old school through and through. It won't hold your hand, but if you're brave enough, give this one a shot with a current 40% off. Okay, so let's mellow things out a bit here. Figment is on sale with 85% off. It's a new all-time low. This is a small piece of genius. And yeah, it's everything from the stunning surreal art design to the simplistic blend of exploration and puzzle moments. It's the concept that I really like though. You are Dusty. You are basically in someone's mind. You were once this like voice of courage, and now you must get out there and get that confidence back. So the winners then of the Amiibos from last week. First of all, thank you to all of those that did take part. I appreciate the support as always. You checked out like the channel, you checked out the like new Twitch, you even checked out the Twitter page. It means a lot to me, but the winners, they're going to JL Coles and Andrew Bradecki. I've emailed you both. If I do not hear back within the week though, just know I'll draw some other winners in next week's video. So next up then we get Spaceland, a personal favourite with a new all-time low of 60% off. It's a good one on the go this, I like it a lot in handheld. It's a turn-based strategy title though where you control characters, not units, and it's got this very bold art style that just works really well on the Switch and the small screen especially. With 4 character squads though, you'll be taking on all sorts of enemies in this sci-fi experience as you try to survive this lost planet. With a nice selection of enemies, equipment, some fun conversations. Yeah, look, I just think genre fans, it is well worth a look. While I'm on sci-fi then, Manticore Galaxy on Fire next with a new all-time low of 85% off. Now I'm not going to pretend it's the best game ever, but if you want some dogfights in space, I really don't think you can go wrong at this price. It's got a great story to it, with then some solid arcade-like mechanics, and yes, it was an iOS Android game to start with. It switched across to the Nintendo, but the graphics and the universe are great, and I was just overall impressed. It's one you can sink either hours into, or maybe just head out for like a fight or two for 15 minutes where you take down some alien scum. RPG fans, the mighty Bravely Default 2 drops this week and I cannot wait. But if you want something a little bit more kind of light-hearted, consider Cat Quest 2. Now unfortunately the first entry is not on sale right now, but this is just a gem of a game honestly. I didn't think I would really enjoy it going in. I ended up walking away just honestly singing its praise. It's an action RPG though, and here just expect a world where you play as cats or dogs. You can play co-op locally, and just think there's a huge world to explore, tons of quests and then dungeons to take on. Then think things like weapons, spells, side quests, and this will keep you coming back over and over again. It's well loved for a reason, so you really can't knock this new all-time low of 40% off. Chroma Squad next, and this is set around the likes of Super Sentai and Power Rangers. It was a Kickstarter originally, but it's a sprite-based tactical role-playing experience, and it's set around 5 stunt actors who quit their day jobs to start their own TV show. The plot is completely out there for sure, but the gameplay is really solid, and there's just a lot going on here. It's not just the strategy, but skill trees, equipment, crafting, gear, doing marketing, costumes, even of course the giant robots. To top it off though, then the story is just great fun, and 60% off, it's another new all-time low. Mini Motor Racing X then is another one I don't think I would really recommend at full price, quite honestly, but with 75% off, I for sure had some fun with this one. It's basically think Micro Machines like, or at least attempting to be, with some out there tracks, a career mode, a nice selection of cars, and a whole lot of colour. Then though, you get weapons, as well as kind of leaning just a little bit into the kart genre in their design and handling. It's not going to keep you away from the greats like Mario Kart though, that is the one thing I will say. So just kind of think about, do you have room for like one more racer on your console? Alright, so Atomicrops, I played a whole lot of Curse of the Dead Gods this week. This is a unique spin on that roguelike genre. It's blending together those sort of like battle mechanics, but the twist here, it's also featuring a decent chunk of farming simulation too. You can even actually get married in this one. Here though, you'll find yourself in this post-apocalyptic world, and when things, fall to pieces, you not only need to tend to your farm, but now protect it from the local mutants. It was a little bit difficult to get into initially, I'll be honest, because at first the tutorial is lacking, but once you kind of get it, it clicks. It's surprisingly entertaining and the combination actually works. 40% off here though matches the all-time low. So my pickups of the week then, and I'm grabbing two. First, Lo-Fi Ping Pong. I meant to grab this chilled little experience at release after kind of getting hooked on the idea after watching the trailer a few times, but it actually slipped me by. It's a Zen-like ping pong experience. It looks really cool. The soundtracks, it seems to be solid from the trailer, and I just like the pixel art style. Now though, it has a new all-time low of 30% off, and it was already so cheap to begin with. Then my second pickup, Cthulhu Saves Christmas. Again, just want to say with these two, I've never played them, so can't necessarily recommend them. Rather, you might want to join me for the ride. But this one here, it got some great reviews. It's from the same team behind Cosmic Star Heroine, and then Limited Run Games did publish it. A turn-based JRPG though, you'll be fighting all sorts of Christmas-themed evil, and yes, it's probably definitely the wrong time of the year for it, but I do still want to check it out, and this new all-time low of 30% off was enough to tempt me in. The final three games of the week then, and I'm going for what I would call classics of the under 10 deal videos. First, the UK EU AU exclusive. This is the Talos Principle. It's been a little while since they've seen this deal, and I'm a big fan of the game. Starting life as a VR experience, it transitioned to console near perfectly, and it looks great on the Switch. It's a puzzle adventure where you take on the role of an AI unit to uncover the meaning in an inevitably, doomed world. It's deep stuff, but it's a great ride, and I'm a big fan of this 75% off. Our penultimate game of the week is always on sale. I'll put that out there now, but it's been forever since I've spoken about it. It's a Mark of the Ninja Remastered, an outright masterpiece of a game that's matching its usual low price. A lot of new people joining us here on SwitchCorner though, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to give it like another quick mention. So if you've never played this, just buy it immediately. It's a stealth-like platformer. Check out a detailed review, but everything with this one is just solid, from the visuals to the fact this is the complete edition, so you get all the included DLC. It's a lot of content, for your cash here. You even get a new game plus after you beat the game. So look, if you have $5 or your local equivalent and you can buy just one game, for me this is it. It can be challenging at points, I'll give it that, but look, still 75% off, absolutely incredible. Our final game of the week then, perhaps one of my favourite deals of 2020 honestly returns. This is Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. It's back with 50% off. This came out of nowhere and just blew me away. It's set within the Witcher universe. It's this epic kind of RPG, so it's a whole lot of exploration, but rather than like turn-based battles or kind of like, action battles, it's card deck battles. The story though, absolutely worthy of its inclusion in the Witcher universe, and those card deck mechanics, if you're a fan of the genre, you're gonna love this game. And that's it, another week down. Will you be adding anything to the collection this week, or are you saving that cash? I went with the two budget options this week. Rest of my cash, it's being reserved for Bravely Default 2. With that though then, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. If you do want to check that out for yourself, I have linked it in the video description down below. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.